Coming up on PE This Week, jurors recommend death for Earl Ellis Green in the slaying of police officer Ryan Bonaminio.
As death for murder of Ryan Bonaminio.
The CHP investigates the car collision in Hemet that left one girl in a coma. We'll hear from the top vote getters in the Riverside mayoral race, and from Election Day to Selection Day, Vista Murrieta football star Su'a Cravens selects his college football team.
I think if I would have announced anywhere else, my mom would have killed me before I even said anything.
PE This Week starts now. Welcome to PE This Week, a look at news from across the inland area. I'm Pep Fernandez. 15-year-old Hemet High School student Helen Richardson remains in a coma after being hit by a truck just outside her school on May 30th. Classmates and folks from the community gathered at Carl's Jr. in East Hemet on Thursday to hold a car wash for Richardson. Just 3 hours into the fundraiser, the car wash had already raised more than $2,000.
I just want to say, Helen, I love you so much. You're amazing. I'd do anything for you. You're so strong, you're beautiful and everything, and you deserve the world. And I hope you pull through with everything. You're strong and you can do it, and I believe in you. You're my best friend. I love you.
Earlier in the week, the California Highway Patrol addressed the collision that put Richardson into the hospital.
That this incident is not an accident. It's a collision. It's an avoidable act. And based on our thorough investigation, we've determined that the driver, Daniel Carrillo, was driving at an excess speed. The speed limit is 25 miles an hour. Based on the evidence we have, videotape and witness statements, we put his speed in excess of 50 miles an hour in a school zone.
Jurors have recommended the death penalty for Earl Ellis Green, the man charged with the slaying of police officer Ryan Bonaminio in 2010.
We, the jury, in the above entitled action, as to defendant Earl Ellis Green, fix the penalty under count 1 of the information as death for murder of Ryan Bonaminio.
Green will be formally sentenced on June 25th. Bonaminio's family spoke to the media following the jury's death penalty recommendation.
Earl Green does not deserve to be on death row. He deserves to have his skull cracked just like how my brother's was. And he also deserves to have his be executed just like he did my brother.
California needs to wake up. It really does. You know, there's, I believe, 760 men on death row at roughly, I don't know, what is it, $50,000 a year? And the state of California is looking for a way to cut taxes. I recently had to put a dog to sleep, and it cost me $60. Just take the $60 and multiply it by the 760 men that are sitting up there waiting to die. It runs about 50 grand. I don't have $50,000 sitting anywhere, but I'd be happy to write the check right now to the state of California.
Tuesday's primary election gave us 2 Riverside mayoral candidates who will be back on the ballot in November for the general election, Ed Atkinson and Rusty Bailey. Both candidates dropped by the Press Enterprise studio.
I've knocked on 10,000 doors, and so I know what the people, the public, are asking about and been able to answer those questions. And so there's some issues out there that we've been talking about, the fiscal nature of the city. We've got the budget hearings coming up at council over the next month, so those issues will come forward.
There'll probably be a little more definition. We'll look at things like experience, past accomplishments, and some of the major problems that you've solved in the city. So those some of the kind of a preview of coming attractions.
California Drilling and Blasting completed some rock blasting on Thursday, June 7th along Highway 79 south of Winchester Road. The road remained closed for only an hour. Test results show inland area English as a second language students are doing better than the statewide mark. That includes students at River Heights Intermediate School in Eastville.
It's just this motto. It's this motto about keeping our kids, all of our kids, one step ahead. And for us, it's not about just having kids barely getting by, a child being left behind. It's really about promoting and pushing kids to be one step ahead, thinking about college and careers. And
Lake Arrowhead's DARLEEN ORTLIEB FRECHEN has spent the past 14 years rescuing flying squirrels. The Forest Service, the Big Bear Rescue Zoo, and local exterminators call on her when they find orphaned baby flying squirrels.
We will rescue them and release them so that they can find a new place to live.
From flying squirrels to flying hot air balloons, the sky was filled around Temecula this past weekend, beginning on June 1st for the Hot Air Balloon and Wine Festival. People enjoyed soaring over the Southern California wine country while sampling the different wines on the ground. We had some big sports news this week. Highly recruited Vista Murrieta football star Su'a Cravens made his college choice.
I'm going to go get my education at the University of Southern California.
Cravens giving his verbal commitment to go to USC. In front of family, friends, and media on June 6th, Cravens made the announcement on his mom's birthday.
I think if I would have announced anywhere else, my mom would have killed me before I even said anything. But, you know, my parents, they always supported USC stuff. My mom supports Hawaii stuff. My mom supports, you know, anything she wears. She loves college football, so she's up Saturday mornings just like me watching games and letting me know on updates on scores and everything like that. But, you know, she wanted me to go to USC, but, you know, she told me wherever I go, she'd be happy.
It's always good to keep your mom happy. That'll do it for PE This Week. I'm Pep Fernandez. We'll see you again next Thursday.